Mina, what worked for that Chiefs offense yesterday?
You know, I think you saw something you've certainly seen with the Chiefs in the postseason, which is their ability to use the regular season to self-scout and hone their offense in preparation for the playoffs. Specifically, when the Bills played a disproportionate amount of man coverage, which I think they did with the intention of Travis Kelce, they turned to Xavier Worthy, who has become their primary weapon against man coverage. 5 catches on 5 targets for 75 yards and a touchdown versus man. And what you saw in this game is something you really saw in the second half of the season, which is the way they use stacks, bunches, motions to get him matchups and leverage against man coverage. You guys remember when they drafted Xavier Worthy, everybody thought, oh, the deep offense is back. But that's not what he has become for the Kansas City Chiefs. He's become something arguably more valuable, in particular in this game. He was instrumental, Ryan.
You know, he's become somewhat of a possession guy that once he catches it, it turns into an explosive play. And I think that's helped Patrick Mahomes get the ball out of his hands. I also love the way they utilized the run. And now, this wasn't one of those games that we see from Saquon Barkley, but whether it was Kareem Hunt or whether we'd see Isaiah Pacheco, Patrick Mahomes, they were consistent in calling the run. They used it in different ways from different formations, and it wasn't necessarily about creating these large explosive plays or being dynamic. It was about doing enough to continue to keep the chains moving, scoring in the red zone, continuing to be physical up front. And I think for Patrick Mahomes, that allowed him to not feel like the entire game was resting on his right arm. And we know when he gets opportunities to make plays with his legs, he becomes deadly in the playoffs. But I thought the physicality of the front of the Kansas City Chiefs and also the way that their backs ran with the football was huge in this game.
So for one of the most creative offenses that we have in the NFL, they also ran plays I've never seen them run before. Both those red zone touchdown runs, I've actually never seen Kansas City run before. This is that diamond backfield, double tight ends, one back. Safety walks down to the right, nickel walks down to the left. This is the first touchdown. You're going to pull the right guard and right tackle, but the tight ends go all the way across. Now you get the counter run. This time they hand it off, but look at 3 players from Buffalo's defense are following those tight ends and Patrick Mahomes. That leaves only one backside. That's how you get that touchdown early on for Kareem Hunt. A little bit later in the game, they get into the same formation. The defense matches it the same way. Safety down to the right, nickel down to the left. Same pull, right guard and right tackle, same action by the tight ends. Now look at that second level of Buffalo's defense. This time they follow Kareem Hunt, and only one person goes to the perimeter at the bottom of the screen. Patrick keeps it, and there's that almost walk-in touchdown because they got lead blockers. I have never seen Kansas City run this offensive play before, and it seems like they saved it for the very perfect moment in the AFC title game.